Hello everybody, Allie here, but you might know me as the Freckled Yogi. So today's flow is going to be focused on a lot of folds, and here we just have little Haley hanging out at the beginning of the yoga flow. So we're going to begin standing, bring those hands to heart center. A little doggy interruption. And then we're going to begin in chair pose. So start sinking those hips down and back, making sure that the knees are not going beyond the front toes. Go ahead and pick those toes up, give them a little wiggle. And then folding over, hinging at the hips, allowing the head to hang heavy down towards the earth, wiggling those knees left and right. And begin to bend at the knees so that your belly can rest on the thighs. Extending those arms out in front of you to elongate your spine. Interlace those fingers and place them on the back of the head, creating some extra weight to carry that torso further down towards the earth. Go ahead and release that. Placing just the fingertips on the earth, you're going to step one leg back, keeping both legs straight. So while I'm fixing my hair, what you are doing here is making sure that you have one long line from the hips all the way to the crown of your head. You want to make sure that those hips are even so that one isn't hiking higher left or right than the other. Placing those fingertips back down on the ground, go ahead and step both legs back. Again, keeping that spine nice and long, using blocks here if you would like. Then step that other leg forward, straightening both knees, elongating through the spine. You can go ahead and place your hands on your hips to make sure that both of them are squared to the front. Again, feeling nice and strong in the back of the body and in the core. Placing those hands down and stepping back to your downward facing dog. Those hands are shoulder width distance, and the hips are reaching up and back. You can bend those knees nice and slow, really opening up the backs of the legs, warming up those feet and the toes. And as you engage in the belly, you're going to begin to come forward to your high plank, stepping those legs back nice and long. And just like you're doing a cat pose, you want to push the space in between your scapulas up to the sky. So you can take a couple scapula push-ups there. And then as you're ready, you're going to bend at the elbows and lower down to your chaturanga. It's optional to place the knees on the earth here. Once you're in your upward facing dog, you're really allowing that chest to open up. And then to test your back strength, go ahead and remove those hands. Placing them back down on the earth. And then putting the hands directly beneath of the shoulders. You're going to push your hips up and back. And then slide those arms back out in front of you to come into your puppy pose. So you're really allowing that chest to fall heavy down towards the earth as the hips stay up towards the sky. Go ahead and pull one knee forward so that it rests in between the elbows, coming into your pigeon pose. Making sure that the back leg is coming directly out from the hip. Both hips are squared to the front of the room, grounding down. Feeling that chest lifting nice and high. Breathing nice and deep all the way down to your belly. you're going to begin to slowly and mindfully rotate that outstretched leg, keeping the other foot in towards the groin, and the same arm as leg that is outstretched, you're going to rest that forearm on the ground and then extend the other arm up and overhead. Flexing those toes and allowing the hand to fall heavy down towards the earth, opening up your side body. Go ahead and sit on up again, twisting so that you're perfectly stacked on top of that outstretched leg. And keeping that nice long spine, you're going to fold over the leg. Inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Bringing both feet in to an easy crisscross. Breathing all the way down to the belly. And we're going to come into a pigeon on the other side. So stretching the opposite leg out and back. Again, feeling that chest opening up to the sky. You can place your hands on your hips to make sure that the hips are evenly squared. And you can bring those hands to heart center to work on your balance. Folding over that front leg if you would like. Reaching those arms out to really elongate the spine. And go ahead and inhale. We'll begin slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And again, just like we did on the other side, slowly and mindfully rotating so that both hips are on the earth. Maybe you'll get a special visit from a little pupper. Placing that forearm down on the ground. That's the same arm as the leg that is outstretched. And the other arm is reaching up towards the sky. Really feeling that stretch in the side body as you reach towards the toes. Inhale, come on up, using the strength of your sides to lift you. Turning your torso so that you're directly on top of that outstretched leg. And as you exhale, you're going to fold over that outer leg. Allowing the neck to relax. Breathing all the way down to your belly. Inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Then we're going to take those feet and turn yourself so that the feet are directly out in front of you. Making sure that you have that nice long spine. Go ahead and reach the hands around the backs of the thighs. You can even wrap your arms around so that you can really pull the thighs into the belly. And then as you slowly slide the heels out in front of you, you're going to make sure that your spine stays nice and long to ensure that you have that belly to thigh connection in the entirety of the fold here. Keeping a bend in the knees, extending those arms out in front of you. Breathing all the way down to the belly. Inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And as you sit here, I invite you to close your eyes. Feeling your sits bones rooting down into the earth beneath you. Feeling that long, tall spine reaching up to the sky. Breathing nice and deep all the way down to the belly. With each inhale, you feel your lungs expanding. And with each exhale, you feel every last drop of air leaving your lungs. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and give yourself a little bow.